Oh, hello. I didn't notice you there. Robert Sanders.
I'm Mary, 14.
Nicholas Savannah, I'm 10.
I am Kathy O'Connor.
Sandra. I'm from Colombia, which is in South America.
I'm Timothy O'Connor. I'm 16 years old.
Brian.
Help.
45.
Anthony. I work in the marine industry.
Francis, 19.
It's a little hard to think about my biggest dreams in life are. I think my biggest dream right now is to get into a good college and become a doctor, which is my dream job.
I see myself in 20 years in a penthouse in New York City with millions of dollars.
My basic accomplishment in life is that I have two beautiful children, age 14 and 16, and I am an accountant, and I'm very proud of it, in a life insurance company.
I would want to be if I could become any kind of doctor, I'd want to be an oncologist or an anesthesiologist because I just like helping oncology. I would like helping people with cancer.
People I teach. I like getting better so I can teach them better skills so that I can prove to them that you can keep going. Because I don't really have that much experience, but teaching them is probably the best motivation. Repetition. You do the small stuff over and over and over and over and over again until it gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and then suddenly that new move looks small. A revolution to kids who have all this energy and all these things at their disposal that, why not? Why can't they just turn monkeying around into an adult sport?
I want to be a doctor. I want to be a doctor, like all around the stomach.
Have a stable job, probably enough to buy a house, a car, nice car.
My biggest fears are that my family, anything happens to the health of my family.
You're probably zombies, which might be a little unusual. Yeah.
Biggest fear is heights. When I went to Atlantic City and when I went on a trampoline and started doing all these flips, all these people started crowding around me.
Funniest things. I was taking speech class just this past semester, and I had to do a demonstration for a speech. And since I didn't want to bring like a big prop, since most people bring like guitars and like how to tune a guitar, I decided to do something really simple and show everyone how to brush their teeth.
I think my best accomplishment was 2 years ago. I got #1 in the nation for a competition on vocabulary and analogies.
My dream in the future is for my children to get into college of their choices and to be very successful in life.
My worst experience was when I was trick-or-treating and this guy took his cat out because he didn't want any people around his house. And then I started screaming.
I don't like spiders.
My main goal is to have a family that's loving. Well, I already have one, but to start a family.
I'm so fortunate that I haven't had any very bad experience in my life. I have had death for a dear friend of mine, and that was the saddest thing.
I went to Cooperstown and it was really cool because I was sleeping in a cabin and my brother always got to play baseball every day, and my friends came because their brothers were on my brother's baseball team, so we always used to go in the pool and it was really fun.
My biggest motivation is probably obviously going to be David Bell, just because meeting him when I was about 16 and seeing all the stuff he could do really just kept me energized in the sport. Pretty much retained almost no injuries from parkour. The only injuries I've ever gotten in my entire life from doing parkour have been just minor ankle rolls and things like that. I've never broken a bone or anything like that.
I'm planning a trip to Turkey. I'm looking forward to that.
Well, I came when I was 16, my mom, my dad, my brother, and I decided to come. Well, my parents decided to come because it was America, so they wanted to see if there was better jobs for us, so they could go to school and we could learn English. So I was about 17. I was very scared, especially because I didn't speak English. So it was very hard to come to like a senior year, and it was really scary. I didn't speak any English, so it was a very scary year. I didn't make any friends the first year. Hated me, and at one point, one of the girls tried to burn my hair. So no, I didn't really make friends until probably like 2 years after that. I didn't really make friends at high school. That was probably the worst experience I ever had. I think I was just standing there, and a girl came with a lighter and tried to burn my hair, and that was very scary because I couldn't even go back to say anything because she would have probably hit me. So yes, it's probably worse.
To find world peace is my biggest hope and dream.
Physician. I treat cancer patients with radiation. I think actually I'm optimistic. I think basically there's going to be more freedom in the future.
One thing in the world right now, what would it be? That's a great question. To make sure that my children go to college and have a great education. I would most likely be in the Bahamas.
Probably your sister too. She just pushed me to do my best.